Hello traders, I hope you're having a good day. So let me do quick trading analysis for the Bitcoin. The few words I need to say about this, we still have the correlation with stock market on Bitcoin, and we still, the global environment is pretty bad at the moment because Russia-Ukraine potential war, it is affecting a lot of assets in the world. So until this is sorted, it's a lot of nervousness on the market. And secondly, the stock market is falling also because the inflation is like at the 40 years maximum at the moment, and the rising rates can accelerate. These are negative forces for many assets in the world as well. Bitcoin will low it in the medium to long term, but in the short term, the markets are pricing in. It will have a lot of negative impacts. Bitcoin is no exception. So we still have correlation with stock market, and you need to really watch it until we break it again. You can see stock market already 1% down in pre-market today, and Bitcoin was trying, to rise today. We had some pretty decent rise from our major naked liquidity here into the naked weekly and the golden zone, but we are losing again the gains. So there is some correlation still. It's not so strong as before, but you must watch it. I would like to start with how we are trading for the past few days, because majority of my trades were winning trades, so I want to show you what I was doing. I was posting everything in the group what I was doing. It was like very easy trading, especially this area here. Super simple. Like if you do not have levels, maybe you don't know what's happening here, but I will show you. Very easy. At the moment, it is important to say we are stopping at the important naked weekly. Okay, let me mark it on the chart. Naked weekly here. I think this naked weekly here is gonna be our decision point what we do next. It is reversal candle on weekly time frame. So what will happen now? It will matter a lot. So for the bulls, what bulls need to do? They want to claim that level, claim it, like push on big volume, make it support and up. So I'll be actually looking at the buy to retest of this area if we see something like this. And if we are already rejecting at it, if we continue red candle, then we will probably continue to the downside to our next support areas, which we can show. So it's very straightforward here. Also with the naked weekly here trade, you had the Tradinglite on your side. We use it a lot, this tool. So you had like 2000 Bitcoins on a sell side here. It was like forcing you to take profit at this area if you were in any long, which I did, and you actually could short the naked weekly with the, when you have such a big orders, you can actually use them as your stop loss for trade. So you could play stop loss here, enjoy to the downside. You already hit take profit because you were front running anchor VWAP. So perfect trade also here. As a scalper, you can have plenty of trades per day, and just patiently waiting for opportunities to come. No blind trades, no FOMO trades. Everything super technical. So if you want to see how we are trading for the past few days, especially from 10th of February, we need to turn on important things on the chart, which I will show you here. Let's turn on, what we use a lot is from auction market theory, the VA ranges, and the volume nodes. Those are really the core. So in previous video I was showing you why we topped out here. It was pretty easy, like we went into the big volume node, previous range val and so on. We, as we were even trading here, we were building really nice range here. Those trades here were super simple here. Like in this parts you were doing two auction market theory scenarios at the same time. You were retesting the small range. Look here, the small range POC here, and value area high of this range as well. It's very simple. And now there was another trade over here, and now as you lost the area, you entered into this range, and this range is super important because Bitcoin has no other range in close proximity to take levels of. The next range is very far away below us, because as we push so much. So what Bitcoins do, Bitcoin always looks to its neighbor. So the neighboring range is this one. So we truly entered, with this move down here, we truly entered into this range. So high volume node, that's why I always mark the point of control with full high volume node, because you see how many times it's supporting us. Many times. This was trading for the past few days. When we touched or kissed this range, I was going into the longs. It was simple, you know. Where did I take profit? You know, we had weekly open here in these areas, so that was my take profit one usually. And also, if we actually pushed into the previous range, you see, here is the valleys very close, and also this small range has volume node here. So now this market structure support is flipped to resistance. It was your another take profit area once, two times. So because those were the strongest bounces here. This is the key, you know. If you understand this, it will help you to make a lot of money, you know, and win a lot of trades. So you have the 6 to 20 of range here, but you also have this little range here. There is also respect coming from this range. Here is the VAG of that range. It was whole weekend volume here, so not big volume, but still look at the respect. So you have multiple confluences, you know. You were again doing like two scenarios. You were retesting small range VAG, but also retesting the major POC of previous range. So pretty double confluence, yeah, right? If you open the long area, we had first long area. I gave you the from, you know, I usually mark it for you as a white zone. So this was our first trade here, and now look at this white zone. Every entry to the white zone I was taking as a long trade. A lot of them were accompanied like with the swing failure pattern as well, which is also making trading a lot easier, yeah? And you see the naked weekly is providing me take profit one, and if we continue further, even better. The recent, you know, this was the high volume node, full like rotation, and now the recent drop we had during Asia was into the daily naked point of control, TPO and volume. You can see that naked liquidity over here. You see, perfect touch. So you actually had easy 2% trade here. Very nice. What is important to say, if you lose this area, if you do lose this low, and there will be no swing failure pattern again, because we already said many times, if you know, we can lose it easily and go down, but if we still get like swing failure pattern, so it's nice. There is no immediate support until you know, from 41k to 39k. You have no big volume support. You have only some technical levels and CME gaps and inefficiencies of the market, but you must be very careful, because it will mean we can easily return to retest top of the range, the VAL of that range. You see? But yes, still, if you turn on another long areas, what I would like to do here, maybe trade this swing failure pattern, but this one is much better. We will fill the CME gap, and I like if we feel 80% of CME gap, you know, is already perfect for me. It's like super nice. We have the major liquidity here. I think I was discussing the long areas below us in a previous video, so I'm not going to repeat myself, because they are not changing. As Bitcoin is in so small range, they are not changing, you know. And one more thing, the white box can still give us one more trade. We have the val of the 6 to 20 of January range here, which is, you know, our legendary range on the left here. Let me go over here so it's more visible here. And then we have the naked daily here. So there is one more potential scalp here from this. If you know, order flow will confirm you if you have it or not. And trading, you know, trading that range was super easy, because we are actually, the market is truly, you see, as we entered here, there are so many orders, you know, it's very hard for the market with low volume to break over them. So each touch into our white box zone was accompanied by big orders, you know, on in our order books. That's what is TRDR showing you. You see, there is a lot more buy orders than sell orders. So the buying is more easier for me than selling, yeah. If I see opposite on the top, I will be looking more for shorts, yeah. You can play both direction, it's fine. Even today, you know, such a big support, yeah. Okay, so let's go here, and now I will show you the areas I'm looking to short. You can see already high volume nodes here. First one, second one, and third one is here around the, let me mark it, so I have it on my chart. Yep, but we can turn off these longs here. So be careful if you lose these areas, be careful to just blindly long. You will need big order flow confirmations and order books and so on the levels, because yeah, the move down can be swift into the 39, 500 and so on, depends. Single prints over here, golden zone, so this is gonna be a lot of front running of the previous range. Short area is pretty clear, like we do not have so many levels, we do not actually need so many levels here. Also Bitcoin, in order for the Bitcoin to go truly up, it needs to change market structure here. You can see it's still downtrend on the 1 hour, you see. You expect trend continuation until we change it, so we need to really do big move up. Make previous lows as support, this one or this one, and bounce into our, you know, short regions. So the first potential short area, I'm showing you day trades, I'm not showing you scalps. Like scalps we can have anytime. Is to actually, because we have another range here. We have another range here, so we can actually swing failure pattern full range here into the val of the previous range and do swing failure pattern. We also have the 0.382 here. So our stop loss can be pretty tight, but I want to watch order flow very carefully here, yeah, because I would rather want these areas for short. They are much stronger and much better. A lot of here is not so much volume. You see, no volume here, no volume here. So who will use swing failure pattern is a bit harder, yeah. You have trap traders from here, but they might not be enough. So I want to watch this area very carefully. Anchor VWAP is coming now from this one is from what? This one is tracking the full range on the top, yes, so it's actually now here. Very good. Better short areas are above us. We have the 0.5 Fibonacci here, 7 to 11 February range block in the middle, the high volume node here, medium liquidity here, and medium swing failure pattern. So if we, you know, this is the box I want to see and I want to trade, this can be another swing failure pattern and into our good zones. We have the daily TPO naked point of control here. This is the second area, I mean the third area. Again, high volume node, but major liquidity, it's gonna be in major liquidity, so it depends on the velocity of the move and what's gonna happen. I'll be watching this area. Golden zone here, naked daily, and back of that range. So very good area as a whole, but we will be watching. You can see this range here is waiting. This is the DPO POG is 43,800. Okay. Yes, let me write this TPO as well, so I know. Very good zone here, so we are prepared to the upside. And let me go over a few tools we use with our daily trading, how they are making life easier. So right now, I expect more continuation to the downside until we change market structure, of course, and until we claim the naked weekly, which is now normal weekly at the moment. You can see why it's easy to take longs in this area. You know, this is TRDR is on our side, you know, order books looking great. I already had like 5 trades from this area, so even if I get stopped out, as I will be trying another swing failure pattern from this range, or I don't care because I already made good money on this. So, but yeah, you trade the range until it breaks, and when it breaks, you must take the stop loss if you are trying to, you know, take it. So TRDR super helpful here. Tradinglite we went over, also very super useful, you know. Now we have a lot of liquidity to the upside, but liquidity which is not shown here is a bit bigger to the downside still. But you know, it will be very useful to see. You see the main liquidity is from, we have multiple nodes here. This is very short-term liquidity. Well, this is very fat node. This is first Fed node and is ending at 43,500. Yeah, 43,500. And then we have another major liquidity node, which is ending around 44,700. But we have, this is now medium liquidity. This is the major one, and we have the medium 44,700. That's, I need to see, I already marked some this above liquidity, you see. Also look at the ratio of longs on Binance. Yes, you can see at the moment is 62% people long and only 36% short. The major, this was the major occurrence when it started. You need to really use these ratios with open interest as well. What is very clear here, the spread is so huge from this point, and the open interest was declining. It is showing you the major, that was the major shorts closing. They caused this this big gap between longs and short. They are not big, those were not big longs in this area. Those were big shorts, and actually this is showing you the remaining players on the marketplace are mostly longs. So you can assume those are people who were longing, in these regions. Well, you can identify where exactly, but you cannot assume here you have massive longs from this area. They were shorts closing, compared to interest went down. And if you zoom in, you can identify exact areas where people went crazy long. This was the point when open interest started and new positions started opening, and the new longs were starting coming. So from this area, you have nice longs in the market, but not in these areas. They are like from earlier, yeah. And as we went down, those people got wrecked. Open interest went down. Now we went sideways. Here we had another shorts. Okay, so this is also new, not so many new longs. You see again, it was the open interest decline. So shorts closing here mostly. And from that moment, they started to build some longs slowly. But it was pretty balanced, yeah. So that's how you use it. Do not use it without open interest analysis, so you know exactly. And of course, we use this free tool from Hyblock, where you actually see the CVDs, from volume delta, what are traders doing here, and you can see like all these up moves were from retail mostly, yeah. No other market participants went crazy, for example, long here, but yes, the retail is only trapped mainly from this point. They have a lot of longs here, and they are still going sideways, and they are not small, if you compare, like from 121 million, they added like 50 million in this range. They have 50 million longs, so yeah, they are not small. You can also see in this area, the spot markets have they are already very small open interest rise. They are already flat. The leverage went more into it. So yeah, I do not want to do this too long video. So we have clear levels for the upside. If you want to see more levels to the downside, I went over them in previous videos, so make sure to watch them so I do not repeat myself. We are still pretty contained. You can trade this, with alerts. You don't have to stare at the chart. This is pretty easy. You don't need to get chopped inside. Just set alerts. I always set alerts at the top of the range, at the bottom of the range. Bottom of the range, top of the range. I always have alerts, so I can take swing failure patterns. And on a critical level, so I had alerts here. I took trade, I went sleep, and I woke up, took profit. Too easy. And we are prepared now to the upside and to the downside. At the moment, I do not need to know where Bitcoin is heading. I would say the downside is more probable at the moment. Yeah, as we work with probabilities. But at the moment, I don't care, because I have short from the top. I'm in the long from this point here, already took profit, and also in the day trade long from 37k, which already also took the profit. Now average position 37k, I think, and I am in swing trade from 33k, and swing short from 52k. So I'm hedged also. This is why you really need multiple accounts for your trading, and it will make your life easier. And if you are a member of the group, again, I must show you this. Make sure to learn this, make sure to learn all scenarios from auction market theory. It will make your life a lot easier. And you can see they are playing around. We are getting those trades every single day. Like there will be none. You will have always trades from this. Bitcoin will be ranging maybe 2022 all year, so it's just going from one range into another. Yeah. Yeah. So if I check, so watch stock market. Do not forget about the stock market as well. Yes, so until we see big volatility, I'm not going to, overcomplicate. So I hope this video is helpful to you. If you are new, just join our group and you will be learning how to trade properly, and you will be profitable trader in the end. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and all information in the video were just for educational and entertainment purposes, no financial advice. See you around. Bye.